Monday morning, here we go. Picking up where I left off, fixing to work on these pocket clips. Main goal this week is to get done with the big F-muck and probably get done with the little giveaway knife too, so we can start showing it off to you guys, let you see what you can get a chance to win. So we just jump right into doing some clip work here. This is what we look like right now. I need to grind it there so it's not flat anymore and clean up the edges and all that good stuff. So here we go. As you can see, I'm starting to grind a bevel, bring it down so it's not so thick and just flat. What I'll do is when it gets closer, I will actually, because this one is made so that the screws come from inside the handle of the knife, and the clip holes are threaded, so the screws will come up, the ends of the screws will come up to through those holes. So what I'll do is I'll screw it to the handle frame, and so the screws will be sticking up through there, and they'll probably be sticking out too long, and I'll do the final shaping of it with it screwed to the handle frame. So number one, I can make it match and fit the contours the way I want it to, and number two, I bet it'll allow me to grind the screws down so that they're perfectly flush if I grind it with the screws in it. So Luke's working on some new graphics for the laser back here, working on designing some new titanium patch. Let you guys get a look at some of the behind the scenes here, the graphics he's working on. It's gonna be pretty cool. Alright guys, I'm about to put these detent balls in, and what I do, I've got a real simple method. I've just got some spark plug indicators, gap indicators with the correct thickness. I like to use one thickness for like a thumb stud opening folder, and different thickness for flippers. For the flippers and stuff, I use a thinner one because I want the detent ball more exposed to create a stronger detent. So this is a thumb stud, so I've got the one that's just a little bit thicker, and what I did is just drill a hole on the end that was the correct thickness, drilled a hole for my detent ball to fit in, and then you got to have a cool container for your detent ball. And pull one out. I've got the hole lined up with the detent hole in the lock bar, drop it in there. Learn through experience the hard way more than once. Always put your lid back on your container before you do anything else, because if not, they're gonna go everywhere. Alright, so this, I don't put a special press thing into my press here. I just take, but this has got a hole in it, it's not hardened. So I just take an old hardened blade that was a scrap blade and lay it on there, and put that right on the detent, press it in, and voila, detent ball is pressed in to the depth that I want it. And every now and then I have to go back and adjust them, but that's a pretty accurate way of doing it. So now I'll do the little flipper and we'll be in good shape. All right, good Tuesday morning. Rocking and rolling in the shop here this morning. Been going at it for close to an hour now. It's about 6:30 now. This is the F-muck blade that I've been working on. This is Chad Nichols Core Damascus. So it will get etched to bring out the pattern. So I am polishing it using my handy dandy stones to start with. Gonna get that done. I should get really close to done with this fancy F-muck and the giveaway knife today. Barring any problems, everything is pretty much done. It's all finishing processes at this point. Polishing, heat treating, that kind of stuff. Not heat treating, heat coloring. Heat coloring the Damascus and the black Damascus, and etching the blades, because the other blade is for the giveaway knife is Damasteel, so it will get etched also. This got to have a little cleaning up also beforehand and polishing. So tedious stuff, but stuff that's really going to make it start to pop and see what the finished product's going to look like. So looking forward to getting into that. So we'll keep you updated as the day goes on here. Alright, this is going to be zirconium thumb studs when it's all done. Just trying to clean them up a little bit. I don't have very good machining skills on the lathe, so it takes a good bit of hand cleaning for me to get them cleaned up. But just about to get them kind of polished up here, and then we'll cut them off and drill them, all that good stuff, and we'll have some. Alright guys, what you're looking at is that's that F-muck blade that's in the laser having the jimping cut by the laser. That was something I didn't really know I was going to be able to do with the laser when I bought it, but it's been a very pleasant discovery to find out that I could. So I definitely utilize it to its full extent, doing the jimping on all the custom blades that I make now, and I do it on some of the Spyderco, McNees, and production knives because I can do it when the blade's are already hardened and doesn't cause a problem. The heat doesn't go far enough to give any issues with anything. So it's great, and lasers are just cool to watch, so thought you guys might want to see it for a second. Alright guys, so I've got these blades hand polished, and I'm starting to do some buffing on them. This one I've already found at least one scratch, and we'll have to go back and take back out with the finish out with the stone, but overall it's looking pretty good. Get these nice and buffed out. Once they're buffed out, then I can etch them in the acid, and this pattern should really pop, and it's going to look cool. So alright, it's getting exciting now. Got this F-muck handle, got it all cleaned up. Getting ready to put a little fire to it. See if we can get some colors to pop on this baby. Now this is black Damascus. So it's got the zirconium in it. It's gonna have some little different colors, not quite as bright as just regular Damascus. And you're actually going for a little more subdued look anyway, even with the brighter colors that it does have. So alright guys, I'm wrapping up Tuesday evening. It's been a really good day. Got a lot done. It's slower going today because I'm doing finishing work. That always takes a lot of time, doing the heat coloring. I've had done blades in acid. Actually, I've still got the giveaway knife is out there in some acid right now. I got to go get it out. That's the last thing I got to do this evening. Pull it out, make sure it looks good. I've got this F-muck getting really close. Let's pan over here and check it out. Got this baby getting real close. Got to finish up the thumb studs, do a little heat coloring on the pivots and such, and she'll be ready to assemble. You can kind of see a little bit of the giveaway knife here. Now we're starting to talk about something. Look at there. Oh yeah, the blade is out there. The Damascus steel blade's out there right now. I'm fixing to pull it out. Zerk back spacer. So everything goes according to plan. I'll get these finished tomorrow. Alright, it's Wednesday morning. I got things rolling in the shop this morning. Everything's going pretty good. I am working right this minute on I'm making thumb studs for that fancy F-muck. I have already got them turned, and now I am tapping them so that I can I put a through hole through the blade with a screw with no head, so just a screw shaft through both sides, and so the thumb studs screw on from both sides, so the thumb studs themselves get tapped, which is not the easiest thing, but end up having to go back and do it with a hand tapper, but I'll set it up in my lathe and use a hand tap setup. So a little bit of drama, stress going on with this. That F-muck is actually being bought by a customer as a Christmas present for somebody, and I'm pushing it down to the wire. Today is the 17th, I believe, and I really need to get this thing in the mail today to make sure that we have a little bit of a little bit of buffer, make sure that it gets there in time for Christmas. So, and I was in pretty good shape, and I still am, but the thumb studs I was going to make out of zirconium to match the backspacer of the knife. Had what I thought was some zirconium rod, made the backspacers completely, or the thumb studs, completely made them, and then went to heat color them, and come to find out they're not heat coloring the way zirconium normally does. They don't blacken right. So the metal is non-magnetic. So my thought was, well, it must have been titanium, even though it felt heavier than titanium. So I tried anodizing them to see if it's titanium. They won't anodize. They won't heat color the way Zerk does. So I don't really know what random weird alien metal I've ended up with here laying around that I made thumb studs out of, but since I don't know what it is and I can't get the colors and stuff I want out of it, I'm remaking them. I don't have apparently any Zerk that I can trust right now, so I'm making them out of titanium, and I'm going to anodize them. I'm going to actually selective anodize them to match the pattern on the frames. So I'll do a couple different colors, like blue or bluish, purplish, and bronze to match the colors in the frame. So that'll be cool, and maybe even cooler in the long run. But it's a little aggravating having to make thumb studs twice. It's a tedious process to start with, doing them by hand. So anyway, that's where we're at. We're gonna get it knocked out so we can get this thing in the mail, so we can hopefully help somebody have a good Christmas, and we'll go from there. Well, closing down on the end of the day here on Wednesday. Everything's looking good. I got like I said earlier, I got the giveaway knife completely finished up. I'm happy with that. Right now I'm working on, I had a sod buster sent in to get a upgraded clip. I'm making a Zerk clip for them, which now I try to work in these kind of things, upgrades and stuff, when I have room in the schedule. So I don't mind doing them at all, as long as I have the time to do them. So that's what I'm working on now. I've got the clip almost done. I'm just trying to get the last few little imperfections out of it and get it polished up. It has to be completely polished, almost a mirror polish, to give it that nice deep shiny black finish that most of us like so well. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is I had it really close. I bent it to shape it, and the pliers that I bent it with left a couple little places in it that I had to go back and take the Scotch-Brite wheel and take out. And now I am just hand sanding it. 400 grit paper, just trying to get a nice satin 400 grit finish on it. From there, it usually polishes up pretty good over on the buffer. Take it to pretty close to a mirror polish and get it polished out, and then heat it up. I usually heat it up to orange, let it cool back down, and repeat a total of 3 times, and that usually gives you a really nice, deep, rich, black, glossy color. So that's the way I do that. So getting ready to wrap today up, like I said. Chase should be here tomorrow. Luke should be here as usual. Got probably a little bit of shop rearranging, cleaning and stuff we're going to work on tomorrow, before I'm kind of at a in-between on big projects. So before I kick off into some more big projects, I'm probably going to do a little bit of shop stuff, organization, and then we're going to get right to it. I've already got some fixed blades laying over there waiting to be ground, so not going to be much of a pause, but we may devote a couple of hours to it. So that's that. We'll see y'all Thursday morning, and we'll get right back after it. All right, we are rocking and rolling here Thursday morning in the shop. Luke's back here running wide open on the laser. He's also been filling orders, customizing McNees. Chase is over here knocking out some work on the horizontal grinder, getting some fixed blades knocked out. We fixed to start bringing some more fixed blades to you guys. So everything's clicking along. I am going to be taking some pictures and videos of the giveaway knife in a little while, and when it's not freezing to death outside and I can get out there and take some pictures, and start getting that posted up and putting it on Instagram and all that good stuff. So got lots going on as usual, and we'll see what we can get into here today. Right, got things moving along this afternoon. Chase is over here working on we got some razor blades we are engraving, getting them packed up, telling one of our retailers. Going good, we got some new stickers in. Check them out. Ain't that the truth? Oh yeah. All right, finishing up Thursday evening. Today was a good day. Got a pretty good bit done. Not as much as I'd really like to as far as me actually getting hands-on work done. I had to go to town, take care of some errands and that kind of stuff. Today, Chase was here, as you'll see on the video. The big thing about today is that up until today, all the times that you've seen Chase here and stuff, he was here working in basically an apprenticeship type capacity. He'd been coming for a few weeks and just kind of doing like an apprentice type deal. And today marked the first day that he was an actual employee. So today he's part of the team for real and working for us. And so really happy about that. Excited to have him on board. That's going to allow us to really, having him more is going to allow us to take on a lot more projects. It's really going to allow me to expand my horizons as far as all the different projects I can take on, things that I've been wanting to do that I can't because I just don't have the time to do them. So super excited about that. I think it's going to work out really well. And he's coming back tomorrow, so we'll hit it again tomorrow and see what all we can get into. Tomorrow's Friday, so I plan on having a little fun. See y'all tomorrow. Chase is over here pulling some knives out of the oven, nice and toasty. Some little fixed blades. These are actually finishing up their normalizing cycle. So this is the third time they've been in the oven and then pulled back out to let them cool off to normalize them, and then we'll be doing the actual hardening cycle on them next. These are going to get heat treated with a Hamon. They're 1095, so they're going to get clay put on them and stuff, so they've got to cool off enough that basically all the way down so that I can touch them, and we'll put the clay on them and put them back in for their hardening cycle. So that's going on over there. And then I have been grinding on fixed blades all morning, off and on, amongst other admin things. Got a little sneak peek there at some fixed blade killer bees that I haven't shown anybody yet. We got the laser over here running, doing customizing utility razor blades. Luke's been working on those all morning. He's gone now, but it's just me and Chase, and of course the ever vigilant Jerry. And we're going, all right, it's late Friday afternoon. Let's go out here and see what Chase is up to. Oh, looky here, Chase is cooking meth. Just kidding. He's just doing a little acid bath for these drop points. Watch out, that's shaking pretty bad. About to shake it. Yeah, we're about to have a spillage. Yeah. Got some drop points in an acid bath for an acid wash finish. He's touching up some acid on the acid wash finish on the Kiridashis there. And that's about it. You can tell it's starting to get dark. Friday evening, we're getting ready to wrap it up here pretty soon. It's been a good week. Yesterday was Chase's first official day as an employee. Woo! Officially on the team now. So we're rocking and rolling. Back in here and see what else I can do to finish up. The razor blades we mentioned earlier that are getting the engraving done on them. Laid out, getting soaked in oil right now. We got the APTs, the alien probe tools. We got some of those laid out here. Some of them waiting on O-rings and such. So, looking pretty good. See what else we can get into. What's up, guys? It's Friday evening. We are wrapping up the week before Christmas, and things have been going good in the shop. We've been really hustling and bustling here. Chase is the second day as a brand new employee.
I guess.
everything's going good. We're tickled to death to have him on board officially now. So we're going to really kick things into another gear. Get ready. So probably gonna have him do some videography work here, so I can quit selfieing myself all the time. So next week's Christmas. I don't know if we're gonna get much, if any, footage next week. So you guys have a great Christmas. I hope everyone has a great Christmas and a happy New Year, and we will see you on the next installment here at McNees Custom Knives. Be good.